It ain't no earphones, just some cushion in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can smell it. Man, I'm on day 11.
Oh, that's good.
It's like
you back at it.
It changed my life, dude.
That's good.
It's weird, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Nobody on.
Yo, if you just logged on, make sure that you put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you are located in. That blue cup right there, brother. See that blue cup? The magic cup. There's something in it.
Yeah.
What's in it? Water? Nah. Yeah, check that one out. Ain't nothing in there. Yeah, that's cool. Guys, if you just logged on, put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you're calling from. This is a live webinar. We're going to have some engagement and we're going to have a good time. I want to make sure that I shout you out and talk to you. So if you're logged on, put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you're located in. Got about 3 minutes. Yo, if you just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box and the city and state in which you're contacting us from. We got a lot of people logging on right now. Guys, if you're just logging in, let's get some engagement. This is not a live. No, this is a live webinar. This is not a recorded webinar. I'm sorry. This is a live webinar. We're going to get some real engagement going on. Put your name in the chat box. Do not be shy, please. Wholesale revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. Let's go. Give me some engagement, guys. Don't just sit there and stare at me talk. Put your name in the chat box. What city, what country you coming from, man? Talk to me. Somebody out there talk to me. I know somebody out there ain't shy now. Come on now. This is not going to be one of those boring webinars where you're just looking and staring. This is a live webinar. Okay. We got some? Tawana. Hey, Tawana. What up? Appreciate you for giving me some engagement. Thank you. I need some more. Too many people logged on right now to not get no one to talk to me. Make sure I got my magic wand. Is it? Oh, I got it. I got it. Man. Yo, if you just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box. I'm going to give it about 3 more minutes before we begin. Allow some more people to log on. Hey, yes, this is live. Shanice, thank you for your engagement. This is live. This is not a pre-recorded webinar, okay? So if you have any questions, I want you to hold them until the end of this webinar, and I'm going to answer your questions for you, show you that this is a real webinar, not like a lot of those pre-recorded bullcrap webinars that's out there right now. Hassan, yo, what up, man? Where are you guys located? Tell me where you're from. Yes, this is live. Got about 2 more minutes. If you just logged on, make sure you put your name in the chat box. This is not pre-recorded. Memphis, Tennessee in the house. Someone is ready to get this information once again. The power of repetition is powerful. If you keep watching this material and studying it, you will retain that info and you will become sharp in wholesaling. All right, guys, 1 more minute and we're going to start this webinar. Janisha, Chicago, thank you for your engagement. Chicago in the house. I hope to give you some powerful, powerful information that's going to help you out tonight in the wholesale real estate industry. Coming to you live and direct from Manhattan, NYC, New York City in the house. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We got some engagement going on. Man, Memphis to New York, New York to Chicago. This is fantastic. All right, guys. Looks like we're running down to that minute. Brandon, what's up, man? Checking in from M-Town. I appreciate your engagement. Thank you. As soon as I see 703, we're going in. Jose Branch, it's a blessing to be here. Thank you for your engagement. Where are you coming from? All right. It's time to go. Darren, North Carolina. There we go. I'm trying to get some more in before I begin. That's what I'm talking about. We're getting a little slow with the engagement, but that's okay. All right, guys. Now it's time to give you what you are logged on for. You want to know how to become a successful wholesale real estate investor. And now I am going to deliver you the revolution, something that's very different, something that you haven't seen before. How to flip houses on autopilot. Let's begin. What you say, Shanice? Memphis is deep. Yes, Memphis is deep, in need of some knowledge, indeed. All right, let's begin. All right, y'all. So I want you to know this. True freedom is created in real estate. True freedom is created in real estate. Wholesale real estate is the easiest way to create huge profits if you want to create true freedom in your life. Okay? Know that wholesale real estate can guide you to some amazing heights in your financial career. How to flip houses on autopilot and become a money printing machine. You know, you don't want to just make money here and there. You want to make money consistently, just like a money printing machine. And I'm going to show you how. Okay. My secret unfair advantage that helps me find extremely discounted houses and hot leads. You know, right now it's so much bull crap out there online. I'm just going to be blunt with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a lot of bull crap out there that's showing you these outdated strategies that do not work. Okay. And such as, you know, finding the proper leads to get into close on. And I want to show you how to do that tonight in this webinar. All right. Now you can travel, you can pay for those things you always wanted. And most importantly, take care of your family. Okay. And I know that's something all of us, we hold to our hearts, and that's to be able to take care of our families and provide them a great foundation. Now, when you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. Okay. Remember that when you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. When you understand wholesaling, you know, you can become broke one day and then the next day you can, you know, have $15,000 to $20,000. Yes, that's possible. I mean, wholesale real estate is just that magical and revolutionary. And it's a dynamic thing that a lot of people do not know about. And I want to reveal it to you tonight. Okay. Now, how you can do this while maintaining a full-time or part-time job. You know, I'm hearing it right now. I got a full-time job, but man, I want to do this wholesaling thing. Can I do it? Yes, you can. You know, I don't care if you do, you know, work for FedEx, you drive trucks for 12 hours every single day. Might I add, I have a student that does that. You can do wholesaling. Okay. All right. So there's no excuse. And of course you can do it if you have a part-time job. Now let's move forward. All right, today's agenda, real estate profits. How to find underpriced houses that you can flip for massive profits, even if you never looked at a house before. How to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. How to sell these properties fast and get that money. And why the time right now, I'm going to tell you this. Why the time is right now to get into this hot market. You do not want to miss the opportunity. There is a large window that's open that will close very soon when the market corrects itself. And you want to be able to position to make in a lot of money. All right. Hassan, Pennsylvania. Thank you, man, for tuning in. I had to shout you out. Now, I want you guys to know that we have a Q&A. We're going to have an actual Q&A where I know a lot of people, they watch these pre-recorded webinars and they just, I can't wait till the end. He got me motivated. And I'm going to ask him a question. And as soon as you get to the end, you ask him that question and he's gone. It's recorded. This is live. And I'm going to show you how I'm different from those other gurus by answering your questions. Each and every one of you guys questions that you may have pertaining to wholesale real estate or self-development. So if you can do me a favor, guys, I know you're going to get motivated. Hold those questions to the end of the webinar, and I'm going to help you out and answer those questions for you. All right. All right. Let's go. Now, guys, I don't want to come off as a, arrogant, egotistical individual because I don't promote myself to be so. I just want to give you some things, some important facts on why you should listen to me tonight. All right. And it's the truth. I am actually a full-time wholesale real estate investor with over 150 active students. OK, and that's not just here locally here in Memphis, Tennessee, but that's across the United States. OK, from California on back up to Brooklyn, New York. I have students all across America. And I have actually sold over $100 million in property value since 2013. That's a fact. Okay. You can research that. You can document it. I've done that. I've sold over 450 residential and commercial properties while being in the wholesaling industry. And I think that's very, very impressive, guys. I am an annual six-figure earner. I earned that annually. I've been in this business for over 8 years. And it has taken me to earn an annual six figures for the past 4 years. And I think I've done a great job. Now, the success that I have created with wholesaling, I created a coaching company where I help students. As I've just told you, I have 150 active students in my coaching program. And the success of those students that has, gotten deals, received checks, became full-time wholesale real estate investors. We were able to broadcast it on ABC News, and I think that's very, very powerful. As you can see in this picture here, I'm actually with my student Kelly, and we're with the live news anchor Amy Skaropoulos here locally. And I think this is one of the greatest things that has happened to my company. I'm very blessed for it to have happened. And it's kind of funny bragging, guys, but I'm speaking facts. Okay. With the success I've had from wholesaling and coaching, you can see here, I've just purchased a new, BMW i8. It is a sweet car. It's fast and it is fun. But guys, I've reached success in this thing, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm not just some mumbo jumbo giving you some, flim flamsy information that's not going to work. Okay. So let's listen up. All right. Yes, this sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. Okay. I know this almost sounds impossible. How can you flip a house and you're not using no money? You're not utilizing any credit. It just sounds impossible. I know you probably heard this before. Flip houses, no money down. You can do it. But myself, who is a full-time wholesale real estate investor, who has students that you can reach out to and ask them, is this stuff real? I can prove it to you. All right. And the reason why I can prove it to you is because I have real testimonials from people just like you, regular people that have jobs, full-time jobs, that, cashiers that work, at retail jobs, on up to people that have corporate jobs, teachers, doctors, lawyers. I've worked with them all, and they have reached success in wholesaling. They were tired of researching and spending their money in these so-called flimsy programs that don't work. I can show you real people that have came through my program and has transformed their lives. Now they believe in themselves. Now they believe in wholesale real estate. Let me help you do the same thing. I have proof. I'm not just going to sit here on this webinar screen live and just talk to you. No, I'm going to show you some stuff that's real. Okay. And I've actually have testimonials from people that actually wrote some things. And I'm going to read some here from DeMario. This was on Facebook. He made a post that I shared. And guys, DeMario Harris, go research him right now on Facebook. You know, he's a real person. Go ask him, hey, do you work with Rico? Is it great? Do that. Okay. Go do your research. That's the problem with most of you guys. You don't do your research before you invest in these people. Now, shout out to my partner, Rico Smith. Closed my second wholesale real estate deal with him today. If you are wanting to get in the game, reach out to him. He has a great program that not only teaches you about wholesale real estate, but the self-development tools you need to face the many obstacles you will encounter on a daily basis. And guys, I teach self-development. That's a powerful testimonial. You know, DeMario came to me as a shy person. He couldn't even speak to a broad audience. Now he can speak to 100 people at ease. That's a powerful trait and a very powerful characteristic to have if you're going to be a wholesale real estate investor. You can't be shy. All right. Let's read another one here. It says, you are a blessing to young Black men and women. You are a young God, brother. I've been aware of the power of the mind for some time now, and I'm getting better every day at it. I feel the universe has put your Instagram page in my view to help me manifest a better life for my family. Like you, I'm from Memphis. And I'm actually blocking this thing here. Like you, I'm from Memphis as well. And in parentheses, he's put the Haven, which is another term for White Haven. It's just a nickname. Looking forward to linking up with you, brother, and sharing some of these positive vibrations. Stay keen, homie. I think that is a very powerful testimonial. You know, the proof is in the pudding, guys. I'm not creating this. The facts are out there. These are from other individuals, okay? Now, I want to give you guys a bonus for you staying at the end up to this webinar. It's a long webinar. And I appreciate your patience for sticking with me. And I want to give you something that's, I believe, is valued at over $400, to be honest. I mean, it's just that valuable. But I'm going to give it up for free because I believe in giving. And I know that if I give, you know, I'm going to get blessed back. But I want to give you my ultimate 15-point home inspection checklist. This is something that I use in my business when I'm looking at a property, and I want to be able to estimate that rehab to a T. And so when I go back to my end buyer, he can know how much he needs to spend on that house. Guys, this is an effective checklist you need, you know, in your deck right now if you don't have it. So I want to give you that for free as a bonus for staying to the end of this webinar. Something these other gurus do not do. Want to show my appreciation to you just for your patience. All right. All right, let's move forward. Now, hopefully I can get my story done in 2 minutes. But here it is in a nutshell, guys. You know, most of you all, you know, my long drawn out story. But, you know, I was raised by my two grandmothers. My mother was in the streets, father was in the penitentiary, and they told me, hey, you need to go to school. And guys, I went through middle school, went through high school. And during that time, 14 and 15, I overdosed myself on self-development because I really wanted to help my mom and dad out of their dire situations. Okay. And so, you know, I went through high school, successfully graduated, went on to college, wanted to be a real estate developer. But in that time, I knew that initially, once I graduated, I had to get a job. I had to be an intern. I didn't like that route. And my second year, I said, to hell with this. I'm going to go back to my original roots when I was young, reading on how to get rich and how to retire young. And I'm going to drop out. You know, Robert Kiyosaki was my biggest motivation. He said that, hey, school sucks. School's for losers. If you want to get rich, go out there and make businesses. So in a nutshell, guys, I dropped out of college. Okay. And I wanted to pursue wholesale real estate in particular from my research of reading about real estate investing and the niches of it. And during that time, I went to go live with my grandfather in South Memphis, which is a lower income area in Memphis. And it was a hard time for me. You know, I struggled. My granddad took me in with open arms. He said, look, man, you know, I want to help you out, grandson, but do what you can to get yourself together and become a successful person. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make him happy. But guys, I'm going to tell you something. I struggled for my 3 years. I don't know about some of your successes out there, but I'm having people crying about, man, I'm not getting success in 6 months or 4 months. Some people crying right now if they ain't got a deal in a month. But it took me 3 years to get my first deal, and I struggled hard. I remember nights I was so ashamed to go back to my grandfather's house from hustling and telling him that I was doing good, but I really wasn't. And I was sleeping in the backseat of my car at night, you know, and that would be dark periods. But in that time, guys, in that time of struggling, in that time of paying money for these overpriced programs, in that time of going to these nice so-called change your life seminars, you know, I figured it out. I sacrificed. I went through the bloodshed. I laid myself out in the street to figure out the magical system that these gurus wasn't telling me. And that magical system changed everything. And I'm going to reveal that tonight in this webinar. If you just stay tuned. But flash forward 6 years later, everything in my life, it changed. I want to take you back to this picture here in the far left corner. You know, I started in a Kia, a gray Kia. And when I got my first initial success after 3 years in wholesaling, I was able to buy a 645 BMW cash. I didn't have a car note. I had my title, guys. I was 22 years old. Imagine that. And then I was able to move out of my grandfather's house, go downtown. And you know, I'm still down here right now. Sorry, I kind of turned my video off and popped back up. Here I am. But, you know, I'm still downtown now. And I started a coaching program where I help people. And you can see this picture here where, you know, I started with my first 3 students, Quintavious, Brittany, and Ashley. I never forget it. And, you know, on to creating an apparel, you know, where I wear crew necks and I can put my brand on the crew necks and actually sell them on my online store. Guys, that's my story in 2 minutes. And I think that from the struggles of, you know, what I've been through, that is the reason why I'm so passionate and motivated to be able to help you guys make your life better in wholesale real estate. Okay. All right. Now, yes, this sounds crazy, but it's not. Check this out. I was telling you a little earlier about my partner, Denarius Caesar, which works full-time jobs at FedEx, 12-hour days. This is the guy. I mean, this guy is a powerhouse. He's 27 years old, married with 4 kids. And he drives trucks, like I told you guys, full-time. He has crazy hours. He closed 2 deals in his first 2 months, working with me. 2 deals in his first 2 months working with me. And, you know, when I first met him, he told me, he said, man, I've been looking at a lot of people online, but you seem real and transparent. So I want to take my chance with you. And he said, man, if this information is real, I'm going to run hard with it. And I'm going to make sure that I make some money. And that's what Denarius did. Generated over $10,000 since working with me. And he's still hitting it hard right now. He knew nothing about real estate beforehand, guys. I want you to remember that. You might be sitting there right now not knowing anything about real estate. You can take your time to learn how to do this lowest entry level way of getting started and become successful. Okay. Now, this is why you must commit to discovering how to wholesale effectively. Now, I want you to ask yourself, do you want to wake up to that nosy ass alarm clock going to a job that you hate every single morning? Or if you love your job, just imagine, you know, if there's some people out there that love your job, I'm sorry if I down it. If you love your job, just imagine what an extra 5 or 10K a month could do for you. I'm just asking you, what do you think an extra 5 or 10K a month could do for you on top of the job income that's coming in now? Seriously, think about that. Now, are you tired of being around broke, miserable people that you do not want to be around? You know what's the saying? They say if 5 of your friends are broke, busted, and disgusted, do you know you're going to be the 6th one? That's a law. Okay, guys, we got to remember that. That's powerful. Now, I want to ask you, what's the alternative if you do not figure out how to do this? What's your alternative? You're going to stick to that job, try to save up some money, keep adding to your 401k, wait until something happens so you keep praying on your knees, guys? Faith without works is dead, okay? Now, this is the best time to get into the real estate market because it's hot. Just look at the major publications, guys. I don't have to just give you too much detail on these articles. Look at the major publications. Look at the names: Forbes, the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Bloomberg. Every single article is saying that the market is hot and now is the time to get in. Okay, so position yourself right now. It's important. Now, what I'm about to reveal to you tonight is something very, very powerful. I want to reveal to you how to flip your first property for a profit in the next 90 days without a real estate license. You don't need a real estate license. You know, I remember starting in real estate. My auntie used to tell me I was dealing with contracts and I'm visiting houses and I'm talking to people on the phone. She said, boy, you seem to be in real estate, but you ain't went to no class and got no certification license. I don't know what you're doing. You better get your license. I said, auntie, there's two different worlds. There's a wholesaler and there's a real estate agent. Big misconception, guys. You do not need a license to be a wholesaler. All right. Now, I want to reveal to you tonight 3-step wholesale real estate process. I hope you got your pen, your pencil, your pads. This is the time that you want to transition yourself to start taking some notes, okay? Finding underpriced houses, finding buyers, and locking properties under contract and closing the deal. So we're going to go over. First, how to find underpriced houses. What is an underpriced house? An underpriced house is an off-market property that can also be called a property that the owner is thinking about selling, but has not actively begun to pursue the sale. The definition may be wide, but regardless, all off-market properties are good to find. They mean less competition for the sale, quicker sales, and better deals. Way better than the MLS, guys. Way better than going to the actual agent, okay, to find the house. What are examples of off-market properties, you may ask? You may have an absentee owner, okay, a person that owns a property, but that may not live in that house. It's a vacant house, okay? Foreclosure, a for sale by owner, a tax sale, code violation properties. We see those all the time. It's like the grass is almost growing over the house. You got the home is boarded up, you know, divorces, inherited properties. These are all examples of off-market properties. Now, I want to reveal to you a secret tonight. And this is free. It didn't cost you a thing. You know, we've been driving in these neighborhoods when we do the driving for dollars strategy and what they call it out there in the wholesaling industry. And we get all of these nice addresses of these vacant houses, and we drive and we sit there and we know, like, man, I know that's a good deal. I'm going to just write the address down. I'm going to figure out how I can contact the owner. I know I can somehow, some way. How many of us out there have done it? I know we have. But how do you retrieve the information, you know, from that address to get in contact to that owner, to talk to him and see if it's a good deal? Guys, I want to tell you tonight, you're going to utilize a source called Intellius.com. Intellius.com. Write this down. This is the largest, powerful, most powerful people search online. I know you've probably heard of a lot of things. If you heard of skip tracing, which is the definition of it, it's called skip tracing. Looking up an individual's name from a vacant property, okay? This is how you professionally skip trace someone. Intellius is so powerful because not only will it brings up the personal information of that individual owner's name, but the relatives, the spouse, the cousin, the mom, the children. I mean, how effective is that? It's so effective that bounty hunters use this to locate and find people, guys. So this is a nice tool to have when you're trying to locate and find motivated sellers so you can negotiate a deal with underpriced houses, not retail homes. Remember that. The next strategy that you're going to use is, I know everyone have heard of this strategy. Most of us probably have used it. Bandit signs, okay? Bandit signs, write this down. Bandit signs are a great way of locating motivated sellers. You may have been at a busy intersection. You may have looked to your right or your left, and you saw a sign that says "We buy houses." Either it was on a light pole post or it was stuck on the ground. That is an effective way to locate a motivated homeowner who's in a distressed situation. And guys, as you can see in the beginning here, I actually wrote on my bandit signs. And the reason why, you know, I can hear some of you saying that's kind of sloppy. It's not professional. Why did you handwrite on those? Can they read that? Well, guys, my handwriting is sloppy, but the reason why I did it, it was a psychological thing. It's a trick. If you handwrite on there, you know, it's going to seem less alarming, less harming. And it's going to make the motivated seller feel like they're not going to call a gigantic company and talk to a operator or an automated machine in which they don't want to talk to. They need help. They need to know that a local individual is in that area. And if they call that number, he's going to pick up. So if you use your local area code number, not a 1-800 toll-free number that some of these people teach out here, it's kind of crazy. But if you put a local area code number on that bandit signs, your chances of a motivated seller reaching out to you through your bandit sign will increase. I'm giving you some advantages here. Yes, you can say, okay, I'm gonna just get some bandit signs and put them out. But what's the advantages? What's the tricks? What's the science behind it? How can I get more leads from this? And I'm telling them to you. I hope you're writing them down. Now, most of you saying, well, Rico, I see some printed signs here. Yes, you can print them. You know, this is a cost-efficient way in the beginning to handwrite on them. All right. When you make a little money, it's okay to reinvest in your signs and print on them, but keep your local area code number. Don't put the 1-800 number on there. It's going to throw a lot of motivated sellers off. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm going to say here is utilize this strategy with strength and power and might. Don't play around with this. If you have to take 2 days out of the week to sit down and meditate and think and ponder on this commitment, you must do this. Don't play around with bandit signs. Okay. Don't be like 90% of the competition that feels good after watching some YouTube videos and talking to somebody at some meeting, thinking that they can go put out 10 or 20 signs and they're going to get struck and rich with a deal. It's not going to happen. Let's end that right now tonight. Let's be truthful to ourselves. Let's not play around. And I'm going to give you the real. I'm not going to be one of those gurus that say, hey, you're going to get rich in 90 days. No way. This is a journey. You must learn more about yourself. You must exalt yourself with this practice. And when I say go above and beyond, you must put out at least 500 bandit signs. Yes, I can hear some of you saying, oh, man, he's talking about 5. You got to put out 500 bandit signs because now you're not going to compete with your competitors in your local market. You're going to dominate your local market. That's what you're going to do. You're going to be a loud voice and you're going to be seen in your local market and you're going to stand out. All right. So if you put 500 bandit signs in your area, now you're no longer becoming a competitor. You're dominating your area now. You're a beast now. You're separating yourself from the masses and you're standing out. That's what you must do. All right. So don't say, oh, man, I'm just going to put out 50 signs today and I know I'm going to get some calls. That's bull crap. Don't play yourself. All right. If you think you're going to play yourself with this strategy, do not use it. When I was hungry, when my back was against the wall, when I was broke, busted, and disgusted, and no one was paying attention to me, I had to get in the dark and I had to put out signs. And that's what I did to get success. And I knew once I was putting out signs, I was going to reach victory. And that's the same thought that you have to have, guys, with bandit signs. Bandit signs can take you to a level that you never could have imagined because that one deal can net you $10,000 to $15,000. That one motivated seller that's driving that intersection and see your sign can change your whole career. So think about that, all right? Utilize and harness bandit signs. Let's go to the next. All right, driving for dollars. I was talking about driving for dollars earlier when I was showing you guys Intellius, the powerful software of retrieving the information from these vacant property owners. Now, driving for dollars is a very, very effective way of finding motivated sellers. We've all done it. We've driven in neighborhoods. We looked to the right, we looked to the left, and we were like, man, that house is boarded up. The windows are busted. You know, the grass is growing all around that house. It's almost growing over the house. There's a sign in the door that says no trespassing, or, you know, it may say foreclosure. It may say notice. That's a sign of an abandoned building, and that's a sign of a property that may, you know, have an opportunity for you to reach out to the motivated seller for you to get the deal. That's how effective driving for dollars could be. Now, you know, once again, with this strategy, you know, it's easy for us to drive and put money in our gas tank, drive in our car, and make ourselves feel like we're doing something. I know a lot of people that do this. They get in their car and they drive, they write addresses down, and they feel like they're wholesalers. You know, some got car magnets on their car and they got their business cards, they got their website up, and they got every little tool, every little magical piece, but they haven't done anything. They haven't got a deal. They just drive all day and talk about, gosh, you must end that. You got to get out of that. When you start getting success from this strategy, then you can invest in all those tools and materials, but you got to hustle first and put the grind in it. Don't go out there and get 5 addresses a day. Go out there and at least drive and get 100 to 200 addresses a day. You can do that. I can hear it now. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. Man want me driving all around all day. Yes, you got to do that. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want a deal? How bad do you want to shape your generational legacy? How bad do you want to help your family? How bad do you want to get out of your rut? You have to think about this and put this in your mind when you're about to utilize these strategies. These aren't just, I don't play around with these strategies because these strategies changed my life. They're not just something I speak on. I've been through that road. Okay. And I want you guys to go out there and hit it hard with this. All right. Let's go to the next one. My favorite one. My favorite one, guys. Direct mail marketing. Now, does it cost? It costs. You got to spend some money. Hey, look, in real estate, it pays to play. There's a lot of free stuff out there, guys, that you can do, but you're going to have some little bread to put in your marketing if you want to be a successful wholesaler. And direct mail marketing, we just talked about driving for dollars, bandit signs, Intellius, researching names and paying for skip tracing. But guys, you're going to have to really, really research and look at what direct mail is and how effective it can be for you, because it can literally reverse all of that hard work that I just detailed to you and make it very easy. Imagine you being able to know that you can purchase a certain list of motivated people from a certain list, such as the absentee owners, the foreclosure list, the tax violation, code violations, whatever list you want. You can purchase that list, have a data source company create a postcard, as you can see here on this picture, that says, "Hi, my name is Jack, and I would like to buy your property," which is simple and direct. I advise you guys to utilize it on your postcards with your number, and that says, "Thanks, Jack Simon." This can literally allow you to have a motivated seller call that number and call you so you can get the deal locked in. I'm just trying to break direct mail down in the ABC term for you. That's how effective direct mail marketing is. Imagine sending out 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 postcards to these certain lists and having your phone ringing off the hook with motivated sellers. Now, is this easy? Oh, Rico said, man, I could just get direct mail, do one direct mail, send it out, and I'm going to get a deal. No, it's not that easy, guys. This is a journey, and you must learn about the science behind it. You have to consistently invest in your direct mail for 12 months consistently in order to dictate your lead count ratio. And I'm going to detail that a little bit more as we go on. Okay, so just keep writing notes, but do know direct mail is one of the most effective ways of finding underpriced houses. Okay. All right. Now, how to find buyers. Very important, guys. Very, very important. A lot of people are lost right here. So pay attention. Google and LinkedIn. Google and LinkedIn. Very simple, right? I know you're like, well, what do you mean? I go on Google all the time, Rico, and I got a LinkedIn account. Well, guys, let's break down Google first. Most of you all want to know, how do I get buyers in my local market? Where do I go? Do I spend money on this? Do I spend money on that? No, it's very, very simple, and it's right in front of you. It's common sense. And most people ask, hey, well, if you're in Memphis, how do you coach someone in New York City? And how do you coach someone in California? Or if they're in Florida, how can you pinpoint them to a buyer? I get them to wake up. I get them to think. That's all. I'm just like a ringer. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, pay attention to this. If you know that expert buyers are in your local market, if you know that they are sharp, they spend money on marketing. They want to be ranked #1 on Google. So I tell them, if they're in California, I want you to go on Google right now. This is what I tell my students. I say, get on Google, and I want you to type in right now, real estate investment company in Los Angeles, California, if they're in LA. And then we do another search, real estate investment company in Los Angeles. And what's going to happen is these companies are going to pop up. They're going to pop up. And this is what I call the aggressive approach. Well, Rico, okay, they popping up, but what next, man? What do you mean? Guys, you have to get over the phobia, over that fear of reaching out to everyday normal people and asking them how you can be of service. And how you can be of service in wholesale real estate is just reaching out to them, letting them know that you just started your business. And hey, what is your criteria? What are you looking for in your local market? Are you looking for 3-bedroom, 2 baths? Are you looking for 2-bedroom, 1 bath? Let me be your eyes and ears to the market and let me help you locate them. So when these companies pop up, guys, you can basically call them, pick up the phone, look at the company number and call them. And with my students, guess what? I call them for them and I talk to the buyers and I tell them what to say. That's how effective it is. And it instantly builds rapport with the buyer, and you've instantly separated yourself from 95% of the wholesalers out there. That's oblivion to how to find buyers. Buyers are at awe when you can research them, find them, and have the tenacity to be able to get through to set up an appointment with them. That's power. That's power, guys. I'm giving you valuable nuggets. I hope you're writing this down. This could change your whole wholesaling career tonight. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get out of that nutshell and just simply call a buyer in Houston, Texas, or, you know, wherever you're at right now in the United States, and let them know that you're a wholesaler that just begun your business and you want to know the specific areas. And with my students, guess what I have them do? We find 5 buyers. And with 5 buyers, I have them get 5 zip codes each from those 5 buyers. So we can target that whole entire area. And now what we do is we're going to have an accumulative total of 25 zip codes, and we're going to set up a targeted marketing campaign simply from utilizing Google. Isn't that effective? I mean, you can't tell me it's not effective. But people who are fearful, who are afraid, who are scared, I don't know what to do it. They can't do this. This ain't for you. If you have fear, I don't even know why you're looking at this webinar right now. You gotta be a beast. You gotta have strength. You gotta be brave and have courage to break a generational curse. You gotta have courage. You can't have fear. Okay. So that's what I want to reveal to you tonight. Now we're gonna move on to LinkedIn. I know most of you guys, you're like, man, what do you mean by LinkedIn? I have a LinkedIn account, Rico. It's free. It's nothing. Guys, I want to talk to you about LinkedIn Premium. How many of us know about LinkedIn Premium? See, LinkedIn Premium is a very, very powerful account. It's not like the regular LinkedIn, because if you join the regular LinkedIn account, you have to send out invites to certain companies, and you have to wait for them to actually accept your invite for you to send them a message or to connect with them or to share your interest with them. And LinkedIn has the most largest network of real estate investors and real estate buyers and hedge fund companies, guys. Hedge funds are big companies that gobble up real estate. Okay, that's what hedge funds are, just to put you in perspective of what they are. So you want to be able to build relationships with these people. Go to LinkedIn Premium. Does it cost? Yes, it's $40 a month, but it will change your business dynamically because it will allow you to message these CEOs and these investment companies directly. And guys, I used to do it all the time, and I would send out not 5 messages a day, not 10 messages a day. I would literally sit there and send out messages till my fingers were hurt on the keypad of the computer, because I was moving like my life was on the line. If I didn't get the relationship with the buyer I needed, my family would suffer. That's how I move. That's how you have to move. Okay. And I'm gonna give you an example of how you should create your message here. It says, "Hi Scott, my name is Rico Smith. I recently connected with you on LinkedIn. I currently own an investment company here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm looking to acquire non-performing notes or properties. And also, I have access to some distressed properties at a very low price as well. If you're looking to liquidate or acquire any real estate assets, I'd love to connect with you briefly and talk more about it. I know you are busy, so I won't take up too much of your time. Thank you." And I gave him my direct line. Guys, that's what you must do. Go above and beyond with this strategy and hit as many real estate investment companies as you can. And in this search tab, what I want you to do is, some people say, well, what do I put up there to search people? How can I find the certain buyers that I need? Write this down right now. In this search tab, when you join in your LinkedIn Premium, you're going to put in real estate investors in your area. Make sure you maximize all the real estate investors. You want to make sure you cover the bases in your local area and hit everybody, okay? And then once you get done with that, you want to put in private equity real estate. Okay, that means that these individuals are asset managers of banks, and they're sitting on large inventory. They're just waiting on the right person to hit them up so you can get that pocket of properties that no one is seeing, and that they can, know that they can trust you to liquidate them. I'm giving you nuggets right now. Also, in this search tab, make sure you put in hedge fund real estate, because you want to know what specific hedge fund companies are buying in your local market. Make sure you write that down. LinkedIn Premium. We're done with the regular LinkedIn. We're bossing up and we're leveling up, and we're going to the LinkedIn Premium tonight. All right, let's go. Now, also in your local area, you got local real estate investor meetings and meetups. You got large RIA meetings. We all heard of them. Real estate organizations and meetups where these buyers and real estate investors are. This is a very important place where you must position and go. get suited and booted, get your business cards ready, and get your mouth game ready to be able to present to these buyers and let them know that you are a wholesaler in your local market and you are looking to connect with them and you want to know what areas they are buying in. We're going to reverse the process. We're going to find out what areas they're buying in first, and then we're going to set up our marketing campaign. Okay. All right. This is something I know a lot of you guys been wanting right here. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Most of these guys online, they tell you the little stuff, but they don't go into detail. I want to go into detail a little bit. Talk about the purchase contract. The purchase contract is one of the most important pieces of paper that you're going to need in your wholesaling career. The purchase contract allows you to actually control your right and your interest in that home. You now have the right to either buy that house cash, or you can assign your rights to an end cash buyer. Guys, it's been going on for centuries in America. This is something that's it's kind of getting out there now. A lot of people are knowing about it, but that's wholesaling. All right. When you can be able to control a house with the purchase contract with the backing of a closing attorney, that's your option. That's your American legal right. All right. Now, most people say, well, okay, well, if I get a property and I lock it down with the purchase contract, for example, let's say we find a house that's worth $100,000. We lock it in for 50 grand. We have about a $50,000 equity, potential for our end buyer. And we know that we can make a nice little assignment fee on this deal. We want to make about $5,000 on it. Most people out there right now, they're wondering, how do I make that $5,000, Rico? What do I do now? Okay, I got the purchase contract locked in with my seller for 50. How do I get my money? What does that look like? What is that other contract that they use? Guys, write this down. That's called an assignment contract. That's called an assignment contract. An assignment contract is your compensational agreement with your end buyer. You can do this in 47 that I know of the 50 states in America. And I think there's more, if I'm not mistaken. But I know you can't do. I'm not sure if you can do this in Puerto Rico. I'm not sure if you can do this in Alaska, and I'm not sure if you can do this in Hawaii. But everywhere else, this can be done. Okay, with the backing of a closing reputable title company that has an attorney there that closes on properties, guys. The assignment contract will state your compensational fee. If you have the purchase contract locked in at 50 with the seller, you're going to assign your rights out of that purchase contract to your end buyer for 55. And that $5,000 split is going to be stated in that assignment contract. Okay. That's a very, very important piece of paper. Very important two pieces of paper that you're going to, use for the rest of your career. Other if you're doing a double closing. We're going to talk about that later, but you're going to use majority of assignments for the rest of your career as a wholesaler. Okay. All right. Now, the close days, most people don't know what is a title company. I've had people research wholesaling and look up books, and they're like, I never heard of a title company. What is that? I'm like, man, you haven't wholesaled a deal, obviously, guys. In order to wholesale a deal, you must take the purchase contract and assignment to, once again, a closing attorney who works at a title company, and their job is to pull a title on that home to make sure that home doesn't have any outstanding liens or judgments on that title. Okay, that title has to be clear, and so that buyer can insure that title, and it protects the buyer. It's a very important process, and you have to do that to close on the house anyway. This is where they open up escrow, where the buyer will disperse his funds in that account and, disperse checks to the wholesaler, give the deed to the buyer, and give that seller the cash, or have that seller get a check for that home. Okay. And you actually go to the title company that day to pick up your checks. You're going to meet the closing agents there where you can build relationships with them. And it's a beautiful thing. Okay. So I kind of want to put that in your mind so you can envision the process. You're a middleman. You're not buying the house cash. You're controlling pieces of paper. Okay. Now, there you have it, guys. I've just basically gave you the game in a nutshell. We went over the exact process you can use to find underpriced houses, find buyers, lock houses under contract, and get paid from real estate. Okay? I just laid out the exact framework used to generate millions in revenue in wholesale real estate. Imagine that. You guys can see the value in this process. I know you can. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to get some engagement before I move forward. If you guys have been seeing value and I've been loud and clear and understanding, and press 1 right now in the chat box. Let me know. Press 1 right now before I move forward. Press 1. Uh-oh. Have I been doing good? Any ones out there? Can anybody give me a 1? Just maybe 2, 3? Okay, there we go. Rodney, what's up, man? Appreciate that. Wesley, appreciate that. We got RG Reinvesting. Thank you. Trying to get your name right, man. Brandon, I appreciate it. Shauna, thank you. Okay. All right. There we go. Just coming in a little slow, but we rolling. Rachel. All right. There it is. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Great engagement. Now, I want you to know that, Jose, thank you. Wholesaling becomes so much easier when you have a framework you can follow. Okay? Wholesaling becomes so much easier when you have a framework you can follow. But Rico, and I can hear the questions out there now from all of you guys that's out there. I can hear, what about the other important parts of the wholesaling process? You know, things like setting up the appointments, talking to the sellers and negotiating the deals. You know, what about that? How about finding the most motivated sellers? You know, what about that? Look like we got a speak request here. I never had that before. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do something about this. I'm going to switch it up. This is live, and I want to know who's interested in learning my entire wholesaling process from start to finish. That's what I'm really kind of curious about. Things such as how to find houses and set appointments every week. How to get this thing on autopilot, as I mentioned to you in the beginning. How to find the most motivated sellers. How to structure your deals for maximum profit and not just to make, $20 or, $30 or $40. Exact contracts we use. My exact negotiation strategies used to close the deals, okay? And an even more in-depth training on wholesaling and direct mail marketing. How about that? And so much more. That's what I want to know. Who's interested in learning that process from start to finish? See, that's the real nuggets. I mean, look, you got 2 options, and I want to be blunt, and honest with you. You could try and talk to buyers yourself without no support system, not know what to say, keep messing up, not know if people are ripping you off. How many of us we keep seeing these people that profess to know that they can just change our life from teaching us some wholesale real estate, and they all online, Facebook, they keep popping up, Instagram. I know. Luckily you guys can see the transparency in my program out there, or you can keep wasting time. Keep going to these so-called real estate seminars over and over. You can keep going on YouTube. And I'm not dissing YouTube. I'm not bashing YouTube. Actually, YouTube is a great idea. But if you're constantly going on YouTube over and over again, it becomes a problem. If you're looking at the information, the same information over and over again, and you're not getting anywhere, you're not implementing that information, you're having a bad problem. Okay? It's bad. Or you could keep driving around looking for houses. As I was saying earlier, you can keep doing the driving for dollars. Oh, I'm a full-time wholesaler. Oh, you're not. You're not doing anything. Come on, man. Or you can keep reading books, the same old book, over and over again, not implementing a damn thing from that book. Or you got option 2. You can allow us to guide you through the process using the system we've already proven that works. We got the proof in the pudding. You've seen it. I can keep showing it to you. Or you can get every part of our system set up and running for you within a matter of days. That's it. This is not rocket science. And like I said, my proof is in the pudding. You can see what I've done out there. You can just go on my Instagram and keep scrolling and see all the hundreds of people that I've helped in this business. Okay. That's what you have. Now, this is the next step right now. This is an important step for you. This is a life-changing decision right now. I hope you're somewhere quiet. No one is distracting you, throwing you away from this right now. Okay. It took me years to get to this point to sit here and be able to take my time and reveal this information to you. But would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? I don't think you heard me right now. Would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? Everything that I've just said. I want you to put in the Q&A box right now that you're ready. Put I'm ready before I move forward so I can show you how to have everything done for you right now. Who's ready? I'm not going to go until somebody let me know they're ready. Know somebody ready out there. Okay, Wesley. No, you down, my boy. I know you down. Who's out there who's tired of their situation, who's ready to make some real money and learn how to successfully become a wholesale real estate investor? Who's ready? Brandon, we know. Okay, we got Brandon. We got Wesley. Who else ready to go? There we go. They coming in slow. I need to get a little bit more amped. I need to know more people are ready. This is a life-changing situation right now. You know, and I know this is not for everyone. I know I got people that's just on here looking and lurking. That's cool. That's fine. You know, I appreciate that, Shanice. I know you ready. Shine, you ready. I know that there's some tire kickers out there. I'm not for that. You can keep watching. What I'm here for are the people that's ready to change their lives. That's who I'm here for. And it's only a few of those. So I'm ready. I understand. Jose, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let's go. There we go. Introducing the Wholesale Revolution, the first full-blown wholesale real estate training course that will make you never have to worry about money again. And I mean that. I'm not just talking about it. I mean it. I walk what I talk. You can research that. Ran by someone who actually built a multi-six-figure business and sold 450 properties, wholesaling houses. And I mean business. I've been hitting the ground running, y'all. This is why I call it a revolution, because I really changed lives. I put my life online for this, and I will die for it. When you know how to sell houses, you will always feel confident in your ability to make more money. Who's ready to make more money right now? Who's tired of getting that late bill? Who's tired of looking at the repo man driving in their lot about to take their car and their kids looking out the peephole like, mama and daddy, how am I going to get to school this morning? Who's tired of it? Who's tired of that wife looking at bill after bill after bill on the table, looking at your face like, what are we going to do? This is what I am here for. This is what I was born to be put on this earth for. This is a revolution. I need your attention. I got 6 life-changing modules right now for you. They all juicy. And number 1, I want to break it down. We're going to talk about the foundation for wholesale real estate success. Module 2, we're going to talk about how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. We done with that bullshit that's out there, teaching us how to go out here and do all these outdated, old, messed up marketing, channels. Let me show you how to get the real marketing channels in front of you. All right. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Let me show you how to be a beast and eat these deals up instantly. We ain't going to do this thing like we're coming in this thing softly. We're coming in this thing like we a beast. Okay. Now we got module 4, the place where you close your deals. Let me reveal that to you tonight. Let me show you what the title company is and how you can effectively become a master wholesaling by understanding where you close your deals at. Most people don't even know where to go. Okay. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. What do you do with the profits when you get from these deals from wholesaling? Do you piss it off? Do you blow it off? No, you got to learn how to create wealth. Let me show you how to do that. All right. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. I kind of talked about hedge funds when I was talking to you guys about LinkedIn. Let me show you how to partner with these people, build relationships with those companies, and maximize your deals. All right. It's very important. The wholesale revolution. Let's go. This training will give you the exact framework on every part of the wholesale real estate process to follow. It's a proven framework on every part of the wholesale real estate process to follow. I hope you guys are writing this down. You're going to use this framework over and over again to get your first $5K a month. Or if you're a real hustler or a real entrepreneur out there, you're going to scale it to $25K a month, because we're done with the poverty thoughts. We're done with being broke, busted, and disgusted. We want a new way of life. Module 1, let's go in detail about it. The foundation for wholesale real estate success and what it entails. Now, you know, we go over the basis of wholesale real estate and how to make sure you're not going to get ripped off. Guys, when you're out there looking for information and seeking counsel, you got to do your detailed research. You got to go out there and see, okay, if he's having students, let me go research this student online and let me see if I can actually see the program and assessment. You can have see the full transparency in the program. You gotta know how not to get ripped off. You gotta work with a person who's actually changed someone's life, and you gotta go see if they've done that. If they've done it, then work with them. Spend your money fast. It's not rocket science. Now I want to go over everything I would recommend for you to begin the reverse wholesaling process, and that's very important because most people, 90%, as I say all the time in the wholesaling industry, they go out there and they think that they have to find a house first. Now, guys, it may work, but there's going to be a high level of difficulty with this. You got to lock the property down with the purchase contract. You have no relationships with no end buyers, and you have to shop it to people. And just like you're a used car salesman, and you're at a drastic state to get it sold because you have 30 days on the purchase contract. What if I can reverse this process for you and show you how to build relationships with buyers already and utilize my resources? What if I can connect you with my resources and buyers that's in your market already? Because I have buyers that buy in the 50 states. And at the same time, help you build relationships with those expert buyers in your local market so you can have those relationships built with yourself. That's the power of building a solid foundation. That's what reverse wholesaling is, guys. I hope you're writing these notes. Now, in module 1, you know, we go over everything also on how to find the buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. You're not going to a bank to go apply for a loan. You're not doing that, okay? Once again, you're not utilizing any of your credit. You're not going to have a finance company pull your credit to see if you apply for any financing. You're using nothing but your hustle. Your hustle is the only compensation you need right now in wholesaling real estate. You know, people say, well, do I need money? Do I need a whole bunch of money, you know, to buy a house? No, you have to have hustle. That's your currency. Write that down. All right. Now, module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. This one is huge right now. People are lost. They do not know anything. You got to learn how I select niches and go after the right market. Targeting. That's one of my main things. Targeting. I go find out where the buyers are buying first. And then I spend my money in those areas so I can set myself up in a situation where I can win. That's what I do in module 2. We break that down and I walk through these things with my students by hand. Nothing in these modules you're not left alone by yourself. Let me say that. You're going to be involved in my life and I'm going to be involved in your life. Imagine that. That's something I would have wanted from a real wholesale real estate coach back in the years when I started. I'm going to call you every single day and you're going to have access to my number. Imagine that. No more unnecessary, frustrating marketing methods that don't work. I'm going to reveal to you the dynamics of what direct mail marketing is, and I'm going to help you set up your first direct mail campaign. Me. Learn how to find the exact properties to target so that you can be assured that the properties are pre-qualified for you to buy. Once again, what zip codes are you pinpointing? How are you going to find those zip codes? By locating the buyers. Let me get on the phone for you so I can talk to those buyers in your local market to set yourself up to get those zip codes. Who's doing that? No one. This is a revolution, and I want to be able to show you how I can set yourself up. I'm doing it from people in New York City, California, Alabama, Atlanta, Florida, Houston, Louisiana, New Orleans. It doesn't matter where you're at. I can put you in position of your local buyers right now and nationwide buyers. That's what we're doing in module 2. Discover also little known ways to find sellers that nobody thinks about that kicks ass for wholesaling. Not the generic way of okay, all right, okay, we just get the little bandit signs, You know, we did the little cold calling, we did the door knocking, we got the door hangers. No, but what's the uncanny ways? What's the secret ways? Like actually literally getting a yellow page book. Yeah, yes, the yellow page book. I hope you're writing it down and going to the real estate section and pinpointing all the real estate companies and asking them in a dire state of needing houses. That's a secret way nobody is using. And I got 100 more ways in module 2 of what I'm going to reveal to you on how to do the same thing. And it kicks ass. Now let's go to module 3. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. This is real juicy. Learn about the exact contracts you need to close your deal and how to structure the contract for your benefit. I'm not just going to teach you about the contracts and have you go out there and try to find them yourself. That's dead. You don't have to do that no more. Guess what we're going to do at the Revolution? I'm going to give you the pre-made purchase contract already ready. Imagine it. The clauses and everything is already ready for you to utilize. Ain't that something? And it's all ready for you to have access to so you can go lock up that deal. And guess what? I got the assignment contract for you as well. That's what I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to help you understand each line in that contract. How to understand the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesaler. Guys, you do not, once again, have to have a license to do this. You do not have to be an agent to wholesale houses. All right. And I want to show you why. The reason why is this. If you're working for Hobson Realty or Crylike or Remax, you're going to get a commission for listing that property on the MLS. That's a great thing because now you can have, resources and access to the MLS, but you're not going to partake in true real cash reserve building. You're going to make some little commissions here and there, but you're not going to partake in real true wealth creation as well. That's the difference. Write that down and remember that. Now, it says how to negotiate with your sellers to arrange the maximum profit in a win-win situation with your buyer. Module 3 is one of the most dynamic things because now I'm actually going to negotiate the deal for you. When that motivated seller calls your phone from a direct mail marketing campaign, you are to call me, put me on the phone so I can negotiate the deal for you. Imagine that. Who's doing that right now? No one. This is why it's a revolution. You're going to take my 8 years of experience of negotiation ability to negotiate the deal for you. Come on. That means that all you have to do is edify. I don't believe in scripts. All these people, oh, you're going to get this special script. People can tell if you're reading from a script, guys. Come on. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. People can tell if you're reading from a piece of paper, and you're gonna scare them off. They're not going to want to do a deal with you. They're going to tell that you're uneducated, or they're going to tell you're a little ignorant on real estate. They're going to tell that you're not experienced. But if you get somebody with 8 years of experience to negotiate the deal for you while you're on the phone, that's power. That's leverage. And that's what I'm doing. That's why I call it a revolution. That's why you see all of my students getting paid, guys. I'm walking them through the process of getting their deal. I'm not just coaching them. And like I said, it's included with the contracts for digital download. You're going to get that. Okay? It's access in your back office. Let's go to module 4, the place where you close your deals. Exactly how to position yourself as the expert by building relationships with title companies. Separate yourself from these wholesalers. Don't be the average wholesaler Joe that goes in, gets a deal, walk in a title company, and he says, "Hey, my name is Martin, and I just closed the deal. Is my check here?" And they say, "Yeah, your check here." You get your check and you run out the door. Don't do that. I want to show you how to take your time, cultivate relationships, build rapport with those people that's in that office because they work so hard each and every single day to get your deal done for you. That's how you're going to separate yourself from the competition. That's what we dive in module 4. We take our time with this and understand this is a business. This is a journey. This ain't no flim-flamsy thing, just a short by night, flip by night hustle. And in-depth details on how to gather the info you need to set yourself up for an easy close. It all involves what I just told you. If you build relationships with these closing agents, you're going to get your deals done quicker when they have 100 deals in their desk and you're waiting 2 or 3 weeks to get your deal done and you're frustrated. But if you took your time, cultivate relationships with those title companies, and when you made money with these companies, you blessed them with some gift cards or $100 gas card. Now they know that, hey, that wholesaler there, when he brings his deal in his office, let's get it done in a nice, fast, convenient time. Let me show you how to be a real wholesaler, guys. That's what we're doing in module 4. How to get the closing attorneys to close your deals at rapid speed. I'm giving you these nuggets right now. I hope you're writing them down. One little secret that will allow you to become the best wholesaler in the entire title company office. And that's just gift giving. Simply gift giving. Small gift giving. Small, powerful, positive, impactful statements. Hey, how you guys doing today? I know you're working hard. I appreciate your business. And, you know, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be the wholesaler that I am today. And I just wanted to come in and say that. Imagine you doing that. Separating yourself from these people out here that's just so blinded by money. All they want to make is money, but it's so much more that you can harness yourself with that's going to make you even more. People just, they lost, they sleep. They don't even know. You got to learn how to live, guys. And I want to show you how to do that in module 4. Now, where do you pick up your checks? Where do you get your checks? I was talking to a rookie wholesaler the other day, and they were like, man, do the buyer pay me? Do the buyer send the money in my account? No. If you're a wholesaler, you're not a bird dogger. That's two different worlds again, okay? A bird dogger just get paid the fee from the buyer. You a wholesaler. You go pick up your checks from the real title company. That's the place where you go pick up your checks and close your deals. This is the place where the seller goes, where the purchase contract goes, where the assignment goes, and they pull a title on the house. You got to know this thing. All right? It's a science behind this. Module 5. We're almost getting there, guys. Closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. Get some water on this one. I'm giving you nuggets. I hope you guys can see I'm passionate about this thing. Now we're going to take you by hand and show you how to close your deal using a proven framework. It's a proven framework. I just need your undivided attention and pay attention here. This is very important. What to do with the profits you earn from wholesaling. Guys, write this down. Money only magnifies who you really are, okay? It only magnifies who you really are. So listen, if you make $10,000 and you say, man, ooh, I know this $10,000 can make me more money real fast. And you go to the casino when you gamble it all off, you just showed me who you really are. You can't build wealth and you can't remain a full-time wholesaler doing those things, okay? It's okay to take about $3,000 and from that 10,000 to have fun and entertainment, but we're going to take that 7,000 and we got to learn about asset allocation. We got to learn how to build our capital and become an ultimate wholesale entrepreneur. We have to take that 7,000 and discover the 52-week saving secret so we can make that 7 grow even more. We got to take that 7,000 and learn about the secrets of asset allocation. Well, okay, I could take 2,500 from this 7,000. I can keep my marketing going. I could take 2,000 and put it in an IRA, or maybe just put it in the bank account, put some more in some savings. I can maybe buy some stocks. Guys, there's so much that you can do in this. So in module 5, I like to take my students and I like to break it down with them and be real with them and let them know the many things that they can do with their money so we can continue to come in for them and teach them about multiple streams of income, guys. It gets real juicy in module 5. It's more than just, flipping a house. Look at all the modules that I'm detailing to you guys. This is a revolution, and you will not see this anywhere else. I'm giving you the real power to become successful in this business, guys. It's nothing like it. Let's go to module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double close. Many techniques to find and contact billion-dollar companies. Billion-dollar companies, REITs, hedge funds, private equity. These guys are billion-dollar companies. Just imagine that. How to close a deal with 15K profit with the hedge fund company. How do you set that up? What does that look like? I walk my students through that process, and they learn about the double close, and they learn about simultaneously leveraging the title company's money. It's very intricate. How to make more money than you ever thought was possible through wholesaling while working with a hedge fund company. Guys, hedge funds are the big done dollars in the real estate game. They got billions of dollars, and they are bigger than any other local real estate investor in the local market. So if you can't beat them, you might want to join them. And that's what I've done, guys, and it has changed my life tremendously. Now, how to build relationships with multimillionaires. I want to show you how to create yourself to be an ultimate person that knows how to move so you can build relationships with multimillionaires and have trust with these people. All right. Now, as I've mentioned before about the double close, how to perform a double closing. And hint, guys, this is very, very important. I want you to know that you can actually make $40,000 and $50,000 off wholesaling a house. $40,000 to $50,000. But sometimes you don't want your end buyer to see that. And so what you're going to do is you're going to hide that and blanket that. Okay. So at closing, it's going to look like that you bought the property. In essence, you didn't. You just leveraged the title company's funds to hold that for 24 hours. And we're going to talk about the technical aspects of the double closing process. This is something that every wholesaler, if they call themselves a wholesaler, you know, if they call themselves wanting to get in the game and become an elite individual, you've got to understand this process because it's taking things to the next level. And that's why I put it in module 6, the last one, because, you know, once we get to this level, I know that you're ready for this information and you're going to be ready to implement it. All right. Now, for you guys, once again, I got some more bonuses for you for staying with me right now. I want you to learn the 11 forgotten universal laws, which will transform your life in wholesaling and beyond. It has transformed mine. I want you to learn how this can impact your business massively from the 80% mental and 20% know-how rule. All right. Discover the power of your subconscious mind. I want you to discover that and know that God blessed you with this creative ability to manifest anything in your physical realm. Learn the secrets of the money information also that will attract money to your life instantly. And we use it every single day. And that affirmation goes like this. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. All right. Say it one more time. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. We're saying this repetitively so our subconscious mind can believe it slowly but surely. All right. I'm going to give you that for free. Now, so much will be done, guys. So much will be done. Look, everybody, this is the exact framework I have used and shown others to build themselves 5 to 6 figure businesses through wholesale real estate. It's a fact. You can have new set appointments within the week. Once you get your new system in place, it will change your life. I want you to know that everything is going to change. Okay. This is the beginning of a revolution. The time is now. And I got more bonuses for you once you join and get in the wholesale revolution. Okay, look, we're gonna show you how to develop a winning mindset. I'm going to show you the same concepts I use to program my mind for success. Those nights I would read books and overdose myself with intense, desire to win. I'm gonna give it to you. And also, I'm gonna do something that most of these other gurus don't do on these pre-recorded webinars, because this is a real live webinar. I want to do a personal phone call. I want you to do a phone call with me and talk to me about your ability to win. I want to know, how did you find out about the program? Why do you want to succeed in wholesale real estate? Okay. And listen, this is a revolution. And that word is not to be taken lightly. When I was stuck paying for those overpriced, watered down, bottled up seminars and coaching platforms that's out there, I could never actually call someone and talk to a real person when I needed help. Well, today that all changes with the wholesale revolution. How many of us done it, guys? We wanted to talk to that guy that was coaching us on the stage, not the salesman that runs up with the booklet trying to take in our orders after. Didn't that seem kind of like fishy? Like, damn, I wanted to talk to the guy who just told me about all this magical real estate stuff. Where did he go? He vanished like magic. That's not what I'm about. Transparency is what I'm about, and realness. I separate myself and I take my time to talk to each and every single one of my students that comes in my program, let alone I give them my personal number so they can have access to me. All right. Now, we are the only real estate coaching program that offers this. I don't have a sales team of people, a group of people that take in the calls. No, everyone that comes in my program, I take my time and I pour everything I can into them. All right. Now, we get a bonus. Wholesale Revolution community. Access to my student group to review houses and ask questions in the group that I will always respond to. You will never have to worry about putting up a comment and it's left dry. Okay. Now, let's go over the modules. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Module 4, the place where you close your deals. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. The bonuses, how to develop a winning mindset. Another bonus, a personal phone call with me, okay? That's what you're going to get in the Wholesale Revolution. And another bonus, access to the Wholesale Revolution community. I want you to be able to network with like-minded individuals, guys. This is something important. I didn't talk too much about it, but this is a place where you're going to have people that's in the same situation as you. They're wanting to get in the game. They have questions. And they may even have a deal and they need help on. Guys, connecting with each other during this time is so important, because once you form a team and stick together and help each other out, now and network with like-minded individuals, now we're creating powerful synergy where success can happen on a rapid basis. All right. And I want to create that with this platform, and I want to give you the opportunity to have access to it. Okay. Now, everything that I've just mentioned here, I'll be honest with you. Everything is basically, you know, this is my life here. This is how I got to where I'm at right now, guys. You know, I think this is valued at $10,673. Now ask yourself, is this worth $10,673? With everything that I've just mentioned? Ask yourself that right now. Now, if all you did was bring in an extra $5K a month, would it be worth a one-time investment of $10,673? What would it feel like to be able to know and feel confident to wholesale real estate without risking any of your own money? You can sleep so good at night when you know that. What would it be like to finally quit your job and take that vacation you always dreamed of? Just imagine that all that work and you never knowing when you can get a window of opportunity to just go on the beach and hear that water, lay on that sand, get that tan you always wanted. What if you know it can give you the security to know that your family will be taken care of? You know, I know how that feels to be able to walk in your home and know everyone is secured, all the bills are paid, their future is secured. What would it feel like to create your own schedule and wake up when you want? Guys, I'm sorry to be the truth barrier here, but some of us, we are controlled. And they control our sleep. They control when we wake up. You got to break that. You don't want that for the rest of your life. You want to be in control. Wake up. All right. Now, the wholesale revolution. Would that be worth $2,997? What if I took it to that? Almost $3,000? Would it be worth that? Everything I've revealed, I'm coming to you from a live webinar. I've detailed everything that was real. $2,997. Well, guess what? I'm not going to do that, because I've taken so much time to create an opportunity where everyone can have access to the wholesale revolution. And I'm going to do a 48-hour live webinar special offer. And I'm never going to do this again. You're going to get access to the wholesale revolution today for only $1,497. That's $1,497. That's a 48-hour live webinar special. That's limited to the first 10 buyers for access to get in. And that means that you can have access to me. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that you get this. And I'm going to put this in the chat box so you won't get it. Everyone is going to be able to have access to this link right now. Give me 1 second. /go. Make sure I double check it for you guys so you can have it. The wholesalerevolution.com. Bingo. There it is, guys. It's in the chat box. You can click it and go directly there so you can sign up, okay? And I got a 30-day refund guarantee for you. It's a 30-day action-based refund guarantee, okay? Of course, I'm gonna allow that opportunity. You watch the videos and you do the prospecting methods I outlined to you to a T, and you still feel that the information wasn't worth it, then no questions asked. I'm going to give you your money back. Okay. That's how confident I am. I actually got about 7 spots here. It looks like we got 3 people that signed up. Somebody's serious. There we go. I can't wait to be able to talk to you guys after we've just signed up. So I got about 7 spots right now. And guys, I'm going to continue with the webinar. That's what they were already ready before I even started the webinar. That's what you call action takers. That's what you call someone that's ready to make sure that their family is very well taken care of. I appreciate that. Man, it lets me know that what I'm doing is right. All right, now, as you can see, the testimonials we have here right now. Look at the people that have changed their lives with me. More proof. I'm not stopping. I can keep going. People that have, and like I said, there's not just here locally here in Memphis. These are people that's in Florida, Atlanta, Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Washington, D.C., New York. They have came through this program and changed their lives. And guys, I got more testimonials here that I want to read to you to show you how real that my program is. Let's read it. One here from Craig. He's from Atlanta. It says, man, it's been about a year since we spoke, but I wanted you to know that I finally got my first deal. I felt I owed you the respect to know that, especially because I started with you. Peace. Craig Jones from Atlanta. All right. Let's read one here from Nikki. It says, hey, Rico, it's Nikki from your class earlier. What you are doing is amazing. We wanted to talk a little more, but we had to get to our sitter. We came to your class for the information, but we came to see what kind of person you truly are, and energy does not lie nor hide. You are impeccable. For you to give your information and resources to help others bypass the obstacles you overcame is inspiring and motivational. We'll definitely be attending many more classes. That's a powerful testimonial. And guys, I want to go back to Craig here. Craig is actually, like I said, he's from Atlanta and he made $10,000. And the first few coaching calls we did, he never met me physically. We were only on the phone. I coached him on the phone and it led him to get that $10,000. This works, guys. Okay. Now, another gesture, as I can say, to show you how intentional and real I am. I'm not some robot, computer generated, created guy. If you join immediately right now, you're going to receive an extra personal phone call from me. Okay. I want to not only congratulate you and ask you some questions, but I want to get you in position. I want to give you the actual game plan and set you up so I can prepare you to get started. I want you to have a clear mind. I want you to go to sleep knowing that you're going to hit this thing hard tomorrow. Okay. All right. Now, join the revolution right now. I got the link. Got about 7 spots left for you. The link is in the chat box. Let's go ahead and get in. I got some more pictures for you guys. I teach a class here every single Saturday at the University of Memphis. So you can see my students here. And I have a large base of students here locally and once again, nationally. And there's more pictures here of some of my students. This is students here in Brooklyn. I got students in Atlanta, and majority of my classes that I have here at the University of Memphis here locally, guys. As you can see, I have a large movement of people that has transformed their lives through this program. And I want to be able to do the same thing for you guys. Okay. The proof is in the pudding. I'm not just making this up. You can see these pictures here. I got more students from Houston. I love it. I love it. And now this is about much more than just wholesale real estate, guys. This is the beginning of something huge. As you can see, this is a big passion for me. You know, I want to show you how you can learn how to develop a winning mindset. Learn how to create income on command. On command, meaning that you can command when the money comes to you. Let me show you how to do that. It says 10 spots. I got about 7 right now. Okay. I got about 7 spots, and that's it. Join the revolution today. Like I said, I know everyone out there isn't just going to instantly join. It's only for a few go-getters and the hustlers that I'm willing to work with. All right. And guys, think about all the tuition people paying in college, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, almost to $100,000. And they're coming out in debt. They're coming out in debt. I'm offering you a life-changing opportunity at $14.97 to give you my 8 years of experience in the wholesaling industry to help change your life. Okay. And, you know, guys, wholesaling has done some tremendous things for me. As you can see, once again, I have my, I'm not trying to be materialistic here. I'm just showing you that the proof is in the pudding. I'm not creating this up. I can't make this up, guys. I was able to purchase a BMW i8 from the success of wholesale real estate. But most importantly, guys, I have gained in everlasting and enriching relationships with people from teaching them and seeing them every single day here locally Saturdays, and from talking to them all across America. I think that's very powerful. And I want to show you that wholesaling can enrich your life the same way. You can develop powerful relationships with people. You can have them, connecting with you and making money with you and having them share their happiness with you because of what you have taught them. And as you can see in this picture here, guys, I have my partner in crime, my girlfriend, Callie. She has been with me for the past 6 years, and she has, helped me tremendously in real estate. And she's also in real estate full time as well. We have traveled, and as you can see here, we're in New York City in Times Square. And, real estate has done that for us, guys. And I want to show you how you can do the same thing. Buy what you want, build great relationships with people, travel where you want to go, have everlasting great relationships with your spouse or, your significant other. You can do the same thing, guys. Now, what happens next? I want you to go to the Wholesale Revolution website to join right now. I got the link on there. We got 6 spots left. Okay. People are signing up. They're not taking no joke. I got 6 spots left right now. I can't wait to talk to you once this sign up. That's good. Once this is over. Yes, go to www.thewholesalerevolution.com/go so we can get started, guys. Now, as promised, at the end of this webinar, I told you guys I was going to help you out with any questions that you may have. And now it's the time. It looks like somebody is active in the chat box right now. It looks like Jose. It says, I'm interested in coming to one of your classes at U of M. Where do you host it and what time? Jose, I host my classes at the University of Memphis UC Center. Okay, the University Center. It's on campus. It's one of the biggest buildings on campus. I have them every single Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. So come on up. It's free. We're going to be on the 2nd floor. We usually are in room 4 in the Tech Hub on 2nd floor. And I look forward to seeing you. Guys, if you have any questions right now, the webinar is over. Put those questions in the chat box. I want to go ahead and help you out. Now it's the time. I know we got some questions out there. You still logged on. Questions. Give me some questions, y'all. Let's go. And guys, also, if you're not local here, you can watch the live stream class on Facebook. Okay. So if you go on Facebook and go in Ultimate Wholesalers, Mad Paper Coaching, you're going to see the group, join the group. Also, if you're not in the Success Society, make sure you go research Success Society, join the Success Society. We have a Success Society group where the class is live streamed, and you can watch it online if you're not local. All right. You can see that full class, full 2 hours of dynamic information that I'm going over every Saturday. All right, guys. Any more questions out there? I'm going to give it about 4 more minutes for us to get some questions in. Let's go. Great webinar. Woo! How much am I paying a month with the payment plan? Wesley, thank you, man. We got some engagement. Great question. There is a payment plan, and the monthly payment plan for the $14.97 is $333 a month. $333 a month is how much you're paying, Wesley. All right. All right. Jose says, will that price change for the Wholesale Revolution package? I'm interested. I'm just not able to move on it right now. You know what, Jose? I'm not supposed to say this, but hey, we do have flash sales. Okay. I'm not going to reveal to you when I'm going to have a flash sale, but you just have to stay tuned. I would advise you not to wait. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it anytime soon. But like I said, I do have payment plans, man. It's not just a full $14.97. You can pay $333 for the next remaining 5-month period. All right. I think that's something that will be, I would advise you to do. Once you sign up, I'll go ahead, get your number in the back office, and I'm going to call you, man, so I can talk to you and, coach you through this process. Give me some more questions, guys. I hope I'm helping you out. We need some music. Give me some questions, y'all. Come on now. I know someone got some questions out there. Like, I just can't believe it, man. I'm on a webinar. Okay. We will have access to the slides. Will we have? You will not have access to the slides, Shanice. I can't give you the slides. But I will send you the replay. You can memorize and replay and rewind as much as you can, but I cannot give you those slides. Those are worth millions of dollars. Yes, but hey, join the revolution, Shanice, so I can talk to you. I appreciate your engagement. I see that you were very participant. I appreciate that, and I want to talk to you. Come on, let's go. Let me see how your hustle ability is. And like I was saying before, I answered that question, guys. I couldn't wait for the opportunity to be able to ask someone after the webinar a real question, and they would literally take their time, look at my question in the chat box, and answer it in front of everyone. That's just mind-boggling to me. Like, so if you have a question right now, you can actually put it in the chat box right now, and I'm going to answer it. I'm a real person. Let's go. I've passed the 4 minutes that I promised you guys. I know someone out there has a question. I'm showing you how serious and transparent I am. I take my time with this. Anyone has any questions about the program, the experience, wholesaling, marketing, shoot it to me right now. There we go. Jose, thank you, man. Man, is Memphis a major spot for real estate, or do you feel the opportunity is better in other cities? That's a great question. And I'm going to tell you this. Memphis is actually, and this is statistics, it's actually the number 2 city in America for rentals. But real estate is great everywhere, okay? There's a potential to be a successful real estate investor and a successful wholesaler in any city and state. But you have to have an immense amount of desire and passion to do so, okay? It's about self-development. And that's what a lot of these so-called self-help gurus are not teaching. And they're not spending more time on that. They spend about 5 to 10 minutes on it, but not an hour to 2, in which, and initially it should. All right. So it's all about self-development, Jose. I don't care if you're in Houston, California, if you're a hustler and you got a lot of ambition and drive, you're going to see success. Okay. We got something. Luke girl. Thank you so much for all of the great info. You are very informative and genuine. It really shows. Now, that means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your engagement. I hope that I'm coming across as a transparent person, and I'm really trying to help as many people as I can understand what wholesaling is. Thank you. Shanice, if no one else thank you tonight, I want to say personally and professionally, I appreciate you. From my heart, Shanice, I really appreciate you. And once again, that means a lot. Thank you. How long does it typically take to get a deal? ACN Mecca. I'm sorry, having a little hard time pronouncing your name, but how long does it take to typically get a deal? If you're with me and you are attentive, you are passionate, and you have drive, we should be looking at which deal we should be closing in the next 30 days. All right. It ain't rocket science. That's how intentional I am. It only takes about 30 days to go out here in the market, get hungry, and close a deal. Don't you know most people sit there and let their life pass by and don't do nothing because they put up so much of this hard stuff in their mind about how hard it is and how much of an obstacle they're going to have to go through this and that. But all you have to do is make a move, find a great coach and a mentor such as the Wholesale Revolution and make it happen. Shanice, I'm getting involved as soon as possible. Yes. Come on, so I can call you and talk to you and get you ready. All right, guys, I'm kind of going overboard right now. I just wanted to just have some time and kind of, network with you and answer your questions. There we go. Y'all got me. Can a wholesaler just starting out pull off the DBL closing that you spoke about? Absolutely. If you have the proper coaching and guidance. First and foremost, Lou girl, let me make sure that I guide you and coach you through that process. I don't want you doing anything by yourself, okay? Make sure you get lined up with me. Once you signed up and locked in, I'm going to go ahead and call you and give you the game plan. Let's get some real coaching. Don't try to flimsy information out here, okay? Jose, following your exact steps are the bandit house signs a major deal? Yes, bandit signs are a major deal, Jose. Following my guidance for the free info tonight. If you want to get a deal in the next week, go out there and order 500 bandit signs. Get ready to get you, a good phone to take in those calls and get a deal. Hopefully, we're going to be in the coaching program so I can negotiate those deals for you. Does that 30-day time period vary depending on the market? You know what? That is actually a great question because with the students that I have nationwide, it does vary. Most of the states of Pennsylvania, New York, Delaware, I would also say New Jersey, it takes about 60 days. Okay. So that was a very, very good comeback question. It takes a little bit longer for those markets up north to close a deal because you're dealing with different tenements. You're dealing with different buildings that's connected with each other, and you're dealing with different types of owners versus dealing with a lot of single family residential homes. Okay. So it's a different market up top. You got 30 days everywhere else, 60 days up top. That's for sure. Great question. Hit me with some more hardcore questions. Make me think. Come on. Give me something hard. Oh, y'all not ready. I guess I'm finna just log off and call my students that just signed up because I know they're ready. Guys, it's been fun. I appreciate everything. And I see you guys on the other side. Remember, if you do not act, nothing will happen. All right? If you do not act, nothing will happen. Have a great night.